The brilliance that lights up the world can at times be born from the same mind that harbors darkness. Their discoveries gave us the future, but the cost of their progress still echoes today. Alfred Nobel was a figure of immense paradox. He gifted industry with the power of dynamite, an invention that promised to accelerate human advancement. Yet the horror of being remembered as the merchant of death after a mistaken obituary proclaimed it haunted his conscience. His final legacy was not destruction, but redemption, immortalized in the Nobel Prize, an eternal symbol of humanity's capacity for both greatness and remorse. Our journey takes us to Isaac Newton, the legendary architect of modern physics. During a period of isolation brought on by the plague, he unveiled the laws of motion and gravity, redefining our universe. But the same intellect that sought cosmic order also descended into mystical alchemy and waged ruthless feuds against rivals like Robert Hooke. He remains an icon of scientific reason, whose brilliance overshadows the torments of a man consumed by secret obsessions and earthly vendettas. Then we meet J. Robert Oppenheimer, the father of the atomic age. His genius led the Manhattan Project, culminating in the Trinity test that altered history. Yet the weight of his creation turned him into a tragic figure, uttering the haunting words, "Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds." His remorse and later opposition to nuclear proliferation made him a political target, a man whose face came to symbolize both genius and catastrophe. Marie Curie was a pioneer whose scientific brilliance is undeniable. The first woman to win a Nobel Prize, and the only person to win in two different sciences. Her legacy is also one of sacrifice. Her devotion to science exposed her to radiation that would ultimately claim her life. Battling sexism and xenophobia, she deployed mobile radiology units during wartime, saving countless lives even as her own body paid the price of discovery. The story continues with Thomas Edison, the wizard of Menlo Park. He lit up the world with the incandescent light bulb, the product of obsessive pursuit. But behind the myth of the solitary inventor lies a darker side, a vicious campaign to discredit Nikola Tesla's alternating current. His legacy is one of industrial innovation, but also of a man whose genius for invention matched his determination to crush competition. Henry Ford revolutionized the world by making automobiles accessible to the masses. His moving assembly line defined modern industry, and he was a pioneer in offering fair wages to workers. The dark side of his legacy, however, lies in his vehement anti-Semitic propaganda published in his newspaper, The International Jew. He is remembered as the man who democratized transportation, and also as one whose hateful ideology inspired dangerous admirers. Our journey leads us to the heart of the Renaissance with Leonardo da Vinci, the universal genius. His art and science revealed the world's beauty and mechanics as never before. Yet this brilliant mind also designed war machines for brutal patrons like Cesare Borgia and defied religious dogmas by dissecting corpses in secret. His legacy is that of the artist-scientist and a man whose pursuit of knowledge knew no bounds, not even moral ones. Before us stands Nikola Tesla, the visionary of electricity. His alternating current lit up the Chicago World's Fair and outshined Edison's, promising a future of abundant energy. But his life was haunted by inner torment, battling obsessive-compulsive disorder and financial collapse that buried his dream of free energy for all. He died alone in a hotel room, a symbol of the fine line between visionary genius and personal tragedy. The story of Werner Braun is among the most complex of the 20th century. His brilliance as a rocket engineer sent humanity to the moon with the Saturn V. Yet the same mind created the V-2 rocket, Hitler's weapon of vengeance, built by slave labor. His recruitment by NASA represents a Faustian bargain, leaving a legacy that questions whether the glorious ends of space exploration can justify the dark means of its origins. Albert Einstein, whose name is synonymous with genius, forever changed our understanding of time and space with his theory of relativity. But he bore the burden of urging President Roosevelt to pursue the atomic bomb, an act he later deeply regretted. His personal life also reveals complexity, a strained relationship with his first wife, and the unknown fate of their daughter, Lisa. His legacy is that of a mind that unveiled the cosmos, but also knew the anguish of earthly consequences. Fritz Haber may be the most striking example of human duality. His process for synthesizing ammonia created synthetic fertilizers that saved billions from starvation, earning him the nickname "bread from air." Yet he is also known as the father of chemical warfare, having overseen the first chlorine gas attack in World War I, an act that led his own wife to suicide. His legacy is an uncomfortable paradox of salvation and mass destruction. Then we find Lise Meitner, the wronged mother of the atomic age. Her contribution was vital to the discovery of nuclear fission, the key to the bomb she refused to help build. Forced to flee Nazi Germany, she deciphered the atom's secret in a letter, only to see her colleague Otto Hahn receive the Nobel Prize alone. Her legacy is that of moral conscience in physics, a brilliant mind denied due recognition who refused to turn science into a weapon. William Shockley was the mind behind the invention of the transistor, the component that birthed Silicon Valley and the digital age. His intellect connected the world. Yet after winning the Nobel Prize, he spent his later years promoting racist and eugenicist theories. His tyrannical leadership drove his best employees to found competing companies, leaving him isolated. His legacy is the paradox of a creator who united humanity with technology, yet distanced himself with hateful ideologies. Our journey through the psyche leads us to Carl Jung, pioneer of analytical psychology. After a painful break with Freud, he plunged into the depths of his own unconscious to create theories on archetypes and the collective unconscious. Yet his career was stained by accusations of Nazi sympathies in the 1930s. His legacy is that of an explorer of the human soul, whose work at times reflects the very shadow he sought to illuminate. Finally, we encounter Alexis Carrel, a medical pioneer. A Nobel laureate for his groundbreaking work in vascular sutures and organ transplantation, he was a true lifesaver. Yet this same doctor openly endorsed eugenics and the elimination of undesirables to improve the human race, even collaborating with the Vichy regime in France. His legacy confronts us with the unsettling image of both genius and monster within the same man. The stories of these brilliant minds remind us that progress and fallibility walk hand in hand. Every advancement carries the potential for darkness, and every genius is above all human. If this journey through the complexity of human nature sparked your curiosity, please like the video, subscribe to Aura of Ages AI, and share this story.
Your interaction allows us to keep bringing the past to life. Thank you for watching.